Hi, I'm LaDawn Sperling, Realtor with Coldwell Banker. Today we're going to talk about staging with Krista Patton with Market Ready Designs. There are two different types of staging that we use for listings, and the first one is called a restyle. So Krista, why don't you tell us a little bit about, I have a client who's selling their home, they're still living there. What do you do as far as a restyle?
Well, I go into the house, chat with the homeowner a little bit about how long they've been there, get to know them a little bit. And then we walk through from the beginning, the very front door, and hit the high point rooms, living room, dining room, master bedroom. And then if we have time, we'll hit other smaller areas like offices. And we discuss the best ways to merchandise the house versus designing it to live in the house. Camera angles, how to emphasize the architecture and the features of the home, and what can we do to do that? Rearrange art, rearrange furniture, declutter, depersonalize, things like that.
Fantastic. So the other type of staging we do is when it's in a vacant listing. We're actually here where we rent our furniture for vacant listings. So if a listing is vacant, what's the process for getting that staged and ready to go?
Well, for instance, if you called me out to go look at a property, I would take photos, again, of those high point rooms, living room and dining room, master, so forth, and then put together an inventory list of what would be needed to, again, accentuate the architecture, the features, the strengths of the home, and sometimes there are weaknesses that we have to divert attention. Certainly not hide anything, but draw attention to, again, the strengths. And then I'll give you a quote as to what the furniture, rental, the design fee, to kind of give you a cost for it, and then set up the delivery. Come here, do my shopping, which is the best part.
Yes.
And put it all together for you and give you a call when it's done.
Fantastic. One of the reasons I feel staging is so important is because we know that more than 90% of buyers start their search online. So when you're looking at photos online and it's just empty rooms, it doesn't look very exciting. So that's why I feel it's really important to rent furniture. So let's talk about what are some of the things you think about as far as photos.
You bring up a good point. Looking at the photos online, I find that the buyers probably are looking at night after work when they're tired, possibly hungry. Those photos really matter. How to make a really good online profile photo of the home. And so those are one of the features we as stagers, we do. We try to place the furniture in a way that will accentuate those photos and really give that pow when tired buyers are looking.
Yes. And then also thinking about, say I have a client who they live in their home, but they have an empty room. Is it possible to rent furniture just for one room?
Yeah, it's possible. There are some limitations, the things that we couldn't rent, but most of it, yeah. So the limitations would be rugs specifically, linens, but the rest of it, yeah, we can bring things in and make that room, give it a personality, a story. Is it an office? Is it a second bedroom? What can people do with it?
So what advice do you have for people watching this video who are thinking about getting their house ready to go on the market? What advice do you have for them, other than hiring us as their team to list their
Of course,
home?
yeah, that's a given. First and foremost, start with cleaning. Everybody needs to dust under the bed, and I always say clean like you're getting paid, because you are, ultimately.
Right.
And from there, take away the feature that designing for living, and let's design to market and merchandise your house. And sometimes that means you got to put aside your favorite photos or a lot of favorite things. Need to get collectibles.
Things like family photos.
Yeah. You maybe have a collection of things that you've done on vacation, trinkets that you've purchased to remember. You got to pre-pack those. So a lot of pre-packing, paring down, but not making it sparse and unpersonalized. Still a little flavor of personality.
So one thing that I've noticed about your staging is you always include a bird in all of your stagings, and I love it that we have a bird right here.
I know, I do too.
So why do you include a bird in all of your
The bird represents
Projects.
to me, it's nesting. People are getting a new nest, people are leaving their nest, and that's what it represents to me. And I just want people to realize, I understand this is their home, and we're presenting it to give to somebody else.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for doing this, Krista.
Welcome.
Again, Krista Patton with Market Ready Designs. If you need help, give us a call, 303-710-5817. Thank you.